guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Matilda Brat. So last September, I wanted to make a video of the books that I have read for the month of August, pero hindi siya nangyari. And then first week of October, I also wanted to make a video of the books that I have read for the month of September. Pero wala rin nangyari. So I decided to make this video. It's like a compilation of the books that I have read for the past 2 months. In this video, I will share to you the books that I have read for the past 2 months and also the books that I did not finish and the books that I'm currently reading. So, medyo marami-rami yung mga books na i-mention ko sa video na ito. And the reviews will be short. So if there's a specific title or a specific book na gusto nyo na gawan ko ng separate and longer review, just feel free to leave a comment down below. And also don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel while you're at it. Magkaiba din yung mga genres ng mga books na nabasa ko for the previous months. I have mystery and thriller, romance, and young adult fantasy. So, uunahin natin yung young adult fantasy. The first book is The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. This book was suggested by Elena Abordo. I don't know if tama yung pag-pronounce ko sa pangalan mo. And I'm thankful na you suggested this book because I really love it. This was like the first book that I finished noong August. Kaya lang, medyo nakalimutan ko na yung mga details sa libro. So it's actually about a warrior princess na ipinadala sa to this kingdom, to the Bridge Kingdom, to be a bride to the king and also a spy. And I think parang assassin na rin. Ganun. I was unable to find a physical copy of the book. Kaya e-book na lang ang binasa ko. It was really good. I enjoyed reading it so much that I'm looking forward to reading the sequel, which is the Traitor Queen. And I think hindi rin ako makakahanap ng copy ng libro na yon. So I will just read the ebook version. And the next book sa ating young adult fantasy na genre is The King of Scars. So I'm really happy na natapos ko na siya. It's quite a long book and it's also thick. Ayan kung makikita nyo. It has around 30 plus chapters. And kung nakikita nyo, naka-plastic na siya. Kasi ginagawa ko, once I'm done reading the book, ipa-plastic ko na siya. Para hindi siya hindi siya kainin ng anay. Yan. The writing style is the same with Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Ano ba? The story is told in multiple POVs, third person yung narration, and the main characters are Nikolai Lansov, si Zoya, and then si Nina, and then yung ibang Grisha na nasa Ravka. Naaalala nyo yung nangyari sa Shadow and Bone. Diba si Nikolai nagkaroon siya ng parang monster sa loob niya na lumalabas. Yung monster na hindi niya makontrol. Parang nilagay sa kanya ng Darkling. So in this book, Nikolai is trying to get rid of the monster. And then other characters, si Zoya. Zoya is now the general of Ravka. She's also fighting battles of her own. And other main characters, si Nina. Kung naalala niyo si Nina sa Crooked Kingdom, 'di ba? Namatay si Matthias doon. So in this story, Zoya is in Fierda. She is a spy, and also she is trying to find a place, the perfect place to bury Matthias. So dala-dala niya yung katawan ni Matthias na naka-preserve yung katawan ni Matthias. So dala-dala niya sa Fierda at naghahanap siya ng lugar kung saan niya maililibing si Matthias. And while she's there in Fierda, nakikituloy sila sa parang convent na medyo may mga ginagawang masama on the side. And in this story also, maraming mga new characters na I think will be in the second book, The King of Rule of Wolves. Sa Rule of Wolves. So I'm excited to read that one as well. So punta naman tayo sa mystery and thriller, my favorite genre. And I have here my notes. Kasi kung kilala nyo ako sa personal, I don't really talk. I'm an introvert. This channel nga is parang like a project for me to practice my communication skills. Kasi talaga, I have poor social skills, communication skills. So there, I have my notes. So the very first book na nabasa ko sa mystery and thriller genre for the past few months is Pretty Girls by Karin Slaughter. So this book has a 4 stars rating sa Goodreads. And funny story, kasi I don't have a copy of this book na. Nabasa ko yung yung ebook version ng libro. Kasi dati I have the MMPB or yung pocket book na version ng libro, and I had troubles reading it kasi 'di ba pag MMPB masyadong dikit-dikit yung mga words. So and then sa isang GC, pasabay GC na sinalihan ko, yung nagpapasabay, may nahanap siya na hardcover version ng Pretty Girls. So ginawa ko, I told her that I want to buy the book. So sabi niya, babalikan niya daw kasi hindi niya nakuha yung book. So ginawa ko, binenta ko yung MMPB version ko sa Shopee. And I'm telling you, hindi siya umabot ng 1 oras. Sold out. Nabenta ko in less than 1 hour yung book. Ganun siya ka in demand. And then unfortunately, nung binalikan yung nagpapasabay yung book doon sa book sale yata yun, hindi na niya nakita yung copy. So in the end, wala akong copy ng book. So I was forced to read the ebook kasi this book is in my reading list for a very long time. So sa Goodreads, it has 4 ratings, and this is one of the most recommended thriller books. Like if you want to ask any thriller book lover, isa to sa mga i-recommend nila sa'yo. So Pretty Girls is a story about 3 sisters. Si Julia, Claire, and Lydia. So Julia is the eldest, and she went missing 20 years ago when she was just a teenager. And then in the present time, itong si Claire at si Lydia, they have a strained relationship because of sa nangyari kay Julia, yung pagka-missing ni Julia. They grieve in different ways, itong dalawang magkapatid na ito, itong dalawang naiwan. And 20 years na silang hindi nag-uusap dahil sa mga pangyayari, sa may nangyaring pag-aaway in between them. So, the 2 sisters got reunited in the story because meron na namang nawalang teenager. There's another new girl missing. I'm glad that I finished this book. I really like it. But at the same time, I feel angry. Nang matapos ko nga itong librong to, it's heartbreaking. I really wanted to cry, but I was so angry I can't cry. Yun ang naramdaman ko. It's gruesome. The descriptions are really graphic. It came to a point that it's so horrific na ayokong tapusin. Ayokong basahin yung mga parts na yun, gruesome parts. Pero, binasa ko pa rin. Nagsisisi nga ako. Naisip ko, sana hindi ko binasa yung mga parts, the gruesome parts, kasi hanggang ngayon, hindi ko makalimutan. It's making me angry. Ganun yung effect ng libro sa akin. So, the author, Karin Slaughter, is really great. Alam ko, marami na siyang na-publish na mga libro. She's into, yung sinusulat niya, yung genre is into thriller. And this is one of her best works. And if you ask around, ito talaga yung nire-recommend nila na book written by Karin Slaughter. I highly recommend this book. It's really great. But if it's your first time to read a mystery book, this is not for you. Kasi baka hindi mo kayanin. I mean, it's very gruesome. Yung mga descriptions, yung mga scenes na I don't know. Basta ang hirap i-describe. I mean, the world is so bad and there are so many evil people in the world. Yun lang. And the next book is this. Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. This is also an old one. I think 2015 pa to na-published. Or 2012. 2016. Ito. Matagal ko na itong gustong basahin. And just recently ko lang siya nabasa. It's about a couple named Jack and Grace. They're like the perfect couple. Itong si Jack is a lawyer. He's a dedicated lawyer, a handsome and loving husband. And then itong si Grace is a perfect wife. She's a cook, she serves Jack. She's a perfect housewife. Pero, that's only palabas lang. It's only a front. Kasi behind closed doors, they are not perfect. So, Jack is a twisted and manipulative guy at kinokontrol niya itong si Grace. And Grace's life is a nightmare. Talagang, I mean, you wouldn't want to be in her place. Nakakainis. I love the twists and the turns in this story. And I'm glad that I finally finished reading this kasi matagal-tagal ko na din itong gustong basahin and I recommend it. Siguro if first time mo pang magbasa ng mystery, thriller, I recommend this book. And last but not the least sa ating thriller genre is Verity by Colleen Hoover. This is one of the most popular books ni Colleen Hoover. It has 4 stars na rating sa Goodreads. And honestly, this book is not for me. Ang tagal ko natapos ng libro nito, guys. As in, it was a struggle reading this. This is just my unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people loves this, but this is not for me. Muntik ko na nga itong hindi natapos kasi I was in the middle of the book. And then pakiramdam ko, hindi umuusad yung story. I got bored. Tapos ilang beses ko siya itinapon sa higaan. Hindi naman sa kung saan. Ilang beses ko siya itinapon kasi naiinis ako. I almost wanted to give up. Naisip ko na wag ko na lang siyang tapusin. But then I was very curious kung bakit malaki yung ratings ng mga readers nito. Naisip ko that maybe along the way, magbabago yung story. The story will be interesting, but then it's the same. It's flat. I don't want to be mean. And I have read a lot of thriller books, and I don't want to be mean, but I think this is the worst of thriller books that I have read. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be mean. So the story is boring. It's unconvincing. Ang sakit sa ulo. Ang tagal ng usad. The story is very slow. So it's about this girl named Lowen Ashley. She is a writer and a struggling writer. And then one day, may na-meet siya. I mean, nakapag-meeting siya sa isang lalaki. Itong asawa ni Verity. I even forgot his name. What's his name? Ayan, I forgot. Ano pa? Jeremy. So itong si Lowen was hired to write or to finish the series of Verity. Si Verity is a very popular writer. So she was hired by Jeremy, yung asawa ni Verity, to finish her series from 3 books sa kanyang series. And then itong si Verity kasi, she was in an accident. Vehicular accident. Tapos hindi na siya makagalaw. Parang gulay. Ganun nangyari sa kanya. So, Jeremy hired Lowen so she can finish Verity's books or series. And the story was slow, as I've said. And then pagkatapos, sa ending, parang minadali. I wasn't satisfied. Ganun. I'm pretty sure that there are other people who will love this, but then iba-iba naman tayo ng taste sa libro. So this is not really for me. And nang matapos ko to, I really wanted to sell it. But then I found out that this is Colleen Hoover's parang independent project, indie project. Pero I think self-pub yata niya ito. So it's very hard to find. You can't find it sa mga bookstores. Online lang. I bought this from Amazon. So, I decided to keep it. kahit hindi ko siya type. Ayoko siya ibenta. And, punta naman tayo sa romance. Starting with The Viscount Who Loved Me by Julia Quinn. Ito, I really like this. Kasi nabili ko to for only 75 pesos. Yung nag-sale, ang National Bookstore. And this is the second book sa Bridgerton na series ni Julia Quinn. The first one was The Duke and I. And then also, ano na to, this will be the second season of Bridgerton sa Netflix. So this is the story of the eldest Bridgerton, si Anthony Bridgerton. And in this book, finally, nakahanap na siya ng babaeng pakakasalan niya. But then, yung kapatid ng babaeng pakakasalan niya ay ayaw sa kanya. So the story starts from there. It is really good. It's so good talaga. I know Julia Quinn is really good in writing historical romance, historical novels. I enjoyed this book so much. It's parang meron din kasi itong hate, enemies to lovers, not enemies, parang hate to love lang kasi si Kate, yung kapatid nung mapapangasawa ni Anthony, is a spinster. Tapos ayaw na ayaw niya kay Anthony. So it's really good. The tension is there. It's so fun to read. Binasa ko talaga siya kahit ayoko sa mga MMPB kasi gaya ng sinabi ko, ayan, ang liliit ng sulat. Tapos, diba, sumusuksok pa dito sa gitna yung mga, But I really like it. I really like this book. The second book sa ating romance genre na nabasa ko a few months ago, last August, is Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This book is so good, guys. It's funny, it's sexy. It's about this girl, si Olive, and she has a twin sister na si Amy. Amy is like the luckiest girl in the world. So Amy is about to get married, and then itong si Amy talagang napakaswerte niya sa buhay. Parang yung if I can still remember, yung wedding ni Amy is parang libre, like yung reception na libre lahat, pati yung honeymoon ni Amy is na libre lahat. And then on the other hand, ito naman si Olive ay isa sa pinaka malas na babae sa buong mundo. She has been electrocuted or tinamaan siya ng kidlat
while hiking, and she was also bitten by a snake. Ganon kamalas ang buhay nitong si Olive. It's like the opposite of her twin sister. So, on the day na nagpakasal itong kapatid niya na si Amy, something happened. Food poisoning yung mga guest, lahat ng tao na umattend sa wedding, except for Olive and sino yung lalaki? Kalimutan ko. Wait. Ethan. Oh, wala si Ethan. So, except for the two of them na parang aso at pusa. So, mag-aaway ito silang dalawa. It's another enemies to lovers na trope. Itong libro na ito, sinasabi ko nga sa inyo, paborito ko talaga enemies to lovers. So, now, patuloy tayo sa kwento. So, now, itong si Amy, kailangan niyang kasi yung honeymoon ni Amy, di ba? It's been paid for. Tapos, kailangan may pumunta. So, Amy decided to let her twin sister na si Olive na pumunta para naman makarelax siya, maka-unwind, ganon. But then, she has to go with someone else. Dapat may kasama si Olive na pumunta doon sa honeymoon to replace Amy and her husband. So, ang nangyari, ang pumunta is si Olive and then si Ethan, yung kapatid ng asawa ni Amy. I forgot the name of the guy. It's so hilarious, guys. It's so funny. It's a good read. Talagang nag-enjoy ako sa librong ito. Basta, if you have a copy of the book, or if you don't have a copy of the book, if you have an ebook, I recommend you to read the Unhoneymooners. Ang ganda niya talaga, guys. The next book is Bringing Down the Duke by my new favorite author na si Evie Dunmore. This is parang part of a series ito. Yung League of Extraordinary Women. This is a historical fiction. And this is about Annabelle, who is a very beautiful but very poor girl. And she's a suffragist, or like at the time, people who advocate women's right to vote. Kasi nga, it's set in 1879. At this time, yung mga babae, wala silang right to vote. And Annabelle is the very first woman to, very first female student sa Oxford University. Kasi kung hindi nyo alam, at the time, 1800s, and back at those times, women are not allowed, not all women are allowed to go to school. Kaya nga tayo, we are lucky to be born in this time and age kasi we can go to school. Women can go to school. So in this book, gaya nga ng sinabi ko, Annabelle is a suffragist, and her goal is to recruit men to join their advocate, like to back them up sa kanilang what do you call this? Kanilang advocate for women's rights to vote. And ang kanyang target is the Duke of Montgomery, who is a very powerful, scary, yet handsome and desirable Duke. And what I love about this book is hindi lang siya pure love story. May mga elements din siya na important sa history natin. And parang this story was very well researched kasi may mga nangyari dito na nangyari din sa tunay na buhay back in 1800s. And hindi nga siya purely love story. Parang may mga babae dito, may mga goals din sila sa buhay nila. So yan, I highly recommend this one.
And the next book na natapos ko is a very popular book right now, especially sa TikTok, sa Book Talk. It's The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. I don't have a physical copy of this book, but I was able to read the ebook version. And yung My copy is paparating pa lang. Kasi ka-order ko lang nung book last month. And medyo nagsisisi ako kung bakit ako umorder. Because I don't like it. I really don't like it. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Type ng iba. Siguro, iba lang yung taste ko sa mga romance, sa fake dating, sa enemies to lovers na mga trope. So this book is not for me, gaya nga ng sinabi ko. I think it's trying to be like the hating game, which is my favorite, one of my favorite enemies to lovers na book. It's trying to be the hating game, pero it failed. It's boring, it's annoying, it's dragging, ang tagal na tapos. I mean, I don't wanna be mean, pero I'm just telling you my opinion, my review about this book. So, it's about Catalina, who needs to go home and attend her sister's wedding. Diba? Weddings na naman. And she needs to bring a date sa wedding ng kapatid niya. Because the best man sa kasal ng kapatid niya is her ex-fiancé. Enter Aaron Blackford, her co-worker, who at the very beginning is obviously in love with her. Hindi ko alam kung bakit hindi ito nakikita ni Catalina. I mean, nakakainis. Nakakainis siya sa Catalina, sa part na yon. And obviously, nasabi kong obviously in love with her kasi he offered to be her date. Itong si Aaron offered to be her date sa sa wedding ng kapatid ni Catalina, and super kulit niya. He's like a stalker. Talagang super kulit, di ba? Obviously. And his reason bakit gusto niyang maging date ni Catalina kasi he may din siya. He has his own reason na parang ang babaw. Ang babaw naman yung reason niya. It's dragging to the point na ayoko siyang tapusin, pero kahit ayoko sa librong ito, natapos ko siya overnight. Kasi nga, nakakainis. Gusto ko siyang tapusin. This book is not for me. I know there are other people who loves this book, and I respect that, but this is just not for me. And the last book that I've read for the month of September is The Love Hypothesis by Hazelwood. This one I love. And although wala pa akong copy nito, I am so excited to get my copy. Kasi e-book lang binasa ko nito. This was published last month, September. So the story is about Olive. She's a biologist and a third-year student, candidate sa isang university. I forgot which university. Parang Oxford yata yun. I can't remember. So Olive has a friend named Anne. And itong si Olive, she dated a guy. I forgot the name. And it didn't work out with this guy. And Olive found out na ito palang kaibigan niya, si Anne, has a crush or may gusto siya sa ex ni Olive. And itong friend ni Olive doesn't want to pursue the relationship with that guy. Kahit na obviously, they're so good together. Anne doesn't want to pursue the relationship kasi ayaw niyang ma-offend itong si Olive. Kasi she still thinks that Olive has feelings for the guy na hindi ko na maalala. So, although wala naman talagang gusto si Olive doon sa ex niya, at tsaka nakikita talaga ni Olive, the two of them, si Anne at tsaka yung guy, they're so good together. So, Olive thought of something to convince Anne na she's already over her ex. So what she did is she kissed the very first guy na nakita niya, which is Adam Carlson, who is a terror professor na mahiling magpaiyak ng mga estudyante. So this is really good, guys. It's super satisfying. Yung fake dating relationship nila is very convincing. Kasi nga itong si Olive, he needs a guy, he needs someone to pretend na to be her boyfriend. So itong si Adam Carlson naman, he agrees kasi he also has his own reason. So itong si Adam Carlson is one of like popular parang scientist din. And he is waiting for a funding para sa kanyang project, experiment. So yung funding is parang ayaw i-release ng university kasi natatakot yung university na baka si Adam ay lumipat sa other university, which I think is Harvard. So itong si Adam, he also needs a girlfriend to show to the university that he's loyal to them kasi nga doon din nag-aaral yung girlfriend niya. So it works for both of them. It's so funny. I love the twist. I love the banter between these characters and the tension between them. And it's like throwing two awkward people into awkward situations. Like this, may isang scene kung saan yung parang yung kaibigan ni Adam is giving a talk, parang stadium or malaking room, and there's so many people, maraming tao na umattend dun sa talk, and wala na silang mauupuan. There's no space. So itong si Olive has no choice but to sit on Adam's lap, which is so funny kasi nandun din si Anne who's trying to push, Olive. I really like it and I highly recommend it. I don't know how to convince you to read this book, but I am so excited to receive my copy, which is from BOTM kasi it's a BOTM book of September. I already ordered the book pero hindi ko pa siya nakukuha. It's on its way, so I'm really excited to receive it and to reread the book again. As promised, dito naman tayo sa mga libro na hindi ko natapos or the books that I have not finished. And some of these books are very popular, starting with The Beach Read by Emily Henry. Maganda din yung reviews ng librong ito pero hindi ko siya natapos because I thought it was slow. It's another enemies to lovers, obviously. Type ko yung enemies to lovers. It's so slow. Umabot ako sa chapter 10 or 8 or 10. Tapos parang hindi umuusad yung story. It's still about sa mga the frustrations of the bidang babae. Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan. But then I think I'm still going to read it. Tell me if it's good, yung The Beach Read, para tapusin ko rin siya. And I don't have a copy of it also. Kaya siguro pag dumating yun, I'm gonna continue to read it. Siguro magbabago pa ang isip ko. And the second is another book by Emily Henry, People We Meet on Vacation. I think it's boring. Wala rin ako copy nito. I don't think na bumili ako ng copy nito. But then siguro I will try to read it. I will try to finish it. But then sa tingin ko it's very slow. It's very slow. Yun lang. Parang natabunan itong mga librong ito. Parang natabunan ito ng ibang mga libro. Kasi gaya yung sinabi ko, it's slow. Tapos parang hindi yun yung in-expect ko sa mga librong ito. But then I'll give it another chance. Maybe if I have the copies of the books na by Emily Henry. And then next is a thriller. It's The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. Also, may copy ba? May copy ako nito pero hindi pa siya dumating. Sinimulan ko na yung ebook. But then, yun. Parang naging boring siya. I think umabot ako sa chapter 4. And I think naging boring siya kaya I stopped reading it. Maybe I will give it another chance kasi paparating na yung copy. But then parang, parang hindi ko siya nagustuhan. And the next is this, My Lovely Wife. This one, parang it's about a serial killer na wife. Tapos kasabat niya yung asawa niya, yung lalaki, husband niya. I think it's good. Pero natabunan din na ibang libro. Kaya hindi ko natapos. But I will definitely finish this since meron na naman akong copy nito. And tell me kung may nakabasa na ba dito. Tell me your opinion about this book. And the next one na hindi ko tinapos is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, which I don't have a copy na kasi binenta ko. Kasi I think chapter 1 lang, hanggang chapter 1 lang ako nung libro. So when I read it, parang naalala ko na I don't like science fiction and I don't like yung parang nasa outer space. So yun, I gave up. Sabi ko, no, ayoko nito. Parang hindi to kaya ng utak kong basahin. But I will give Brandon Sanderson another chance. Kasi he's really good. Yung mga libro niya has very high ratings. And maybe I will try to read a book na hindi series or yung standalone book niya lang ang susubukan kong basahin. Maybe magbabago yung isip ko sa mga libro niya. And then, the next one is A Shadow Bright and Burning by Jessica Clues. I don't have a copy of the book kasi binenta ko na rin. This one, I tried to read this nung pumipila ako para vaccination. So, di ba, ang tagal ng vaccination. Umabot ng 5 hours max or ganun. So, habang naghihintay sa pila, nagbabasa ako ng libro. I didn't like it. Kaya binenta ko. Umabot siguro ako ng chapter 3. Kasi maybe the book was really good. Tapos ako lang yung may problema. Kasi binasa ko siya nung may ginagawa ako. But then, wala akong magagawa. Kasi binenta ko na siya. And the next book na hindi ko tinapos is The Glittering Court. Hanggang chapter 1 lang yata ako nito. But, I think it's good. Kaya lang nung binasa ko siya, medyo ang daming tumatakbo sa isip ko and parang hindi ko siya nagustuhan. Maybe some other time babasahin ko siya and I will give it another chance. And also, kung nabasa niyo na to, give me your opinion. Sabihin niyo sa akin kung maganda ba siya. The book na hindi ko pa natapos is Entwined by Heather Dixon. This is a retelling of the 8 ba yun? Or 7 sisters. Umabot ako ng chapter 3 nito. Medyo hindi ko siya nagustuhan at the start. Siguro magbabago pa yung story, no? But then, I think I will try to finish this. Pero, hindi muna ngayon. Maybe I'll try to finish other books. But then, yun. Siguro, tatapusin ko siya pero hindi muna ngayon. And the next book na inumpisan ko at hindi ko natapos is this one. If you can remember, sa mga previous na videos ko, I think kasali din to sa mga books that I want to read. I think nasa chapter 3 na yata ako nito. It's very serious kasi. The writing style is good naman. Maybe siguro mas gusto kong basahin yung ibang book compared to this. But then, I'm still gonna continue reading this. I'll give it a chance kasi it's Victoria Aveyard. Diba? Magaling siyang magsulat. And her books, yung anong series yun, yung Red Queen, diba? Is also popular. So, I'm gonna give this another try. And the last book na nasa DNF list ko is this one, Shatter Me, by Tahereh, Mafi. And umabot ako sa chapter 18. Ayan. And hindi ko siya, I don't like it. Parang it's very slow din. And then yung narrator, si Juliet ba yun? Parang nakakainis siya. I mean, can somebody touch this girl already? Parang ganun. It's the same. Yun lang naman talagang gusto niya, di ba? Or baka hindi. Hindi ko alam kasi I gave up easily. And this one pala, I will be giving this away kasama ng iba. Itong isang book set kasama ito. Dali, yan. So, I'll be giving this book away. Kasi I don't think I will finish it. I don't like it. Para naman ma-appreciate ng iba. So, this one, I bought this nung naka-sale siya. At half a price yata. Was it 800 pesos? I can't remember. Binili ko siya kasi 800 pesos tapos 4 na libro na. Diba usually, kapag 800 pesos, 2 libro lang yun. So, binili ko. Kahit hindi ko alam ano yung story. Just bought it. Kaya nga, I tried to read this one and I really tried to like it, pero hindi. So, I'll be giving away this book set to one lucky winner. Abangan nyo lang next week. Abangan nyo next week yung details about sa book giveaway. If you want to join, just leave a comment kung gusto nyong sumali sa book giveaway. So, dito naman tayo sa mga libro na binabasa ko ngayon or my current reads. I actually have 4. Bakit 4? Kasi sinasabay ko ng 4. Like, if naboboard na ako dito sa isa, transfer naman ako dito sa kabila. So, the very first one nasa the current reads ko is this. The third book of the Extraordinary Women, League of Extraordinary Women series is this one. Portrait of a Scotsman. This one naman is about Hattie Greenfield. Kasama din siya doon sa mga suffragists na mga doon sa previous 2 books na na-mention ko. And this one is really good. Malapit ko na itong matapos. And the next one is this. Local Woman Missing. This is a thriller. Kasi kapag nagbabasa ako, kapag pinagsasabay ko yung mga books, I make sure na hindi sila of the same genre. Para hindi ako malito. And then para if I'm bored with the other one, like say I'm bored with the romance, pwede naman akong mag-transfer sa kabilang genre. So this one is Local Woman by Mary Kubica. Kubica? She's Mary Kubica is a popular thriller author. Marami rin siyang libro na maganda. So this is yung first book na nabasa ko by Mary Kubica. And then so far, maganda naman. I'm currently at ano ba to? Hindi ko alam. Anong chapter, but I'm on page 73 na. Part 2. Nasa part 2 na ako. And so far, maganda siya. And the third book sa current reads ko is this one. Rule of Wolves. And nasa chapter 1 pa ako. And I'm excited to finish this. Kasi natapos ko na yung ganda ng map, guys. Natapos ko na yung King of Scars. And this is the reason na parang hindi ko matapos-tapos itong Realmbreaker. Kasi gusto kong tapusin itong Grishaverse. So, ayan. And the fourth book sa aking current reads is this one. The Invisible Life of Addie Larue. So far, I'm at chapter 6 sa part 2. Medyo matagal ko rin itong nabasa. I actually started reading this kasabay nung ibang mga libro na binasa ko last month. Pero medyo nabagalan ako sa first part of the story. I'm already at the interesting part kung saan nakilala ni Addie si Henry. So far, it's good. So, I'm gonna try and continue this. So, siguro matatapos ko na ang mga librong ito next week. So, gaya ng nasabi ko kanina, if you want me to create a separate review for any of the books na na-mention ko kanina, just leave a comment down below. If you have suggestions, leave a comment down below. And if you don't agree to my reviews sa mga libro na nabasa ko, please leave a comment down below. And again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my new videos. Again, thank you. Till next time. Bye.